What's up everyone, and welcome to today's video. So I have been doing Weight Watchers fairly consistently since January. There's been a few days here and there where I haven't been on track with my points. Things like migraines. We went on a mini vacation right before Memorial Day. Just a few things like that. But for the most part, I have stayed on point and I've been losing weight. And I am so happy with all the results that I have had. And so one of the things that I hear so much is you can never eat out when you're on any type of weight loss program, whether it's Weight Watchers, whether it's Beachbody, whether it's something else, that you can never eat out. So I went through 4 months worth of my Weight Watchers tracker, and I have things written down to share with you, restaurants that I have eaten out at, continued to lose weight, and what I've eaten while there. So let's get started and get this show on the road. So these are in no particular order of when I eat them. It's simply things that I have eaten during the course of my journey so far. So the first one is Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is our local pizza restaurant. It kind of is a go-to when Sam and I are just exhausted and we don't want to cook. So, and I know you're probably going, but Lena, like eating healthy, not wanting to cook, those don't jive. I'm going to tell you, it happens. Life just happens and you have to roll with it. So one of the favorite things that I love to get is the taco pizza. It is amazing. Now, you can do this a couple different ways, and I've done both. I don't know what kind of program everyone is on. I am only speaking from my personal experience. A personal pan pizza that is a taco pizza on Weight Watchers is, on my personal plan, is 20 points with 1 point back for the veggies on top. And I ate this quite a bit at the beginning of my time on Weight Watchers because I had 40 some points and I could split them up and have more points for one meal. Now that I'm down to having 35 points, that's a lot of points for one meal. So I have actually changed it up to a taco pizza, thin and crispy, and I can have 2 slices for 8 points. Now, here's the thing. If I'm only having 2 slices of pizza, I'm finding one of the biggest slices of pizzas in that box. You know as well as I do, Pizza Hut cannot cut straight. And 1 slice is like this big, and then 1 slice is this big. And let me tell you, I'm taking slices this big. I also really like their buffalo wings. I like the buffalo burnin' hot. I kind of have those as a treat. So Subway, you guys probably went, oh my gosh, Subway. Yeah, I know, Subway's on the list. I have a couple different sandwiches that I really enjoy. I really love the steak and cheese. And here's a hint for the steak and cheese. Whether you're ordering it on the mobile, whether you're ordering it in store, ask them to put the peppers and onion, and I ask for the jalapeno as well, on the sandwich when they toast it. It kind of cooks them a little bit, and then I have them add just a little bit more of the onion and jalapeno when they're finishing putting the rest of the veggies on the sandwich. It is so good. Now, to help with the dressing aspect, Subway has packets of light mayo, and for me on my plan, 1 packet is 1 point. So I always ask for 2 or 3 packets, and I keep them in like a zippy bag in my drawer, and I use them when I pack lunch for school. So Wendys. Wendys is kind of an odd one. It's the spicy chicken breast only. Before they revamped their menu, you could purchase a side salad with a spicy chicken breast on it. I did that forever and they don't offer it anymore. But I have this stuff at home to make a salad, and so the spicy chicken breast itself is 7 points. And I just bring it, they put it in the same kind of little container like that their baked potato comes in. I keep the container to use for school, or Sam uses it to take something for lunch to work. And I slice up the chicken breast, put it on a salad with a little bit of ranch dressing that I've weighed out, and we are good to roll. Mexican restaurants. This is kind of generalized. Chicken fajitas are a phenomenal option for anyone on weight loss. Chicken is really good for you. It's got the veggies and whatnot. I Our local Mexican restaurant adds tomatoes to it, and I don't really care for the cooked tomato. So I asked for no tomatoes, extra onion and peppers, and the fajitas, and I don't eat any of the side stuff. I eat guacamole because guacamole for on my personal plan is 0 points. As long as it's made with water or lime juice, and ours local one is. A lot of places, if you get it made tableside, it'll be made with lime juice as well, so you're good there. I also take my own tortillas. I use the Mission low carb or carb balanced tortillas. They are 2 points a piece as opposed to the ones in the Mexican restaurant that are 5. So I save 3 points per tortilla, and I usually have 2 or 3 when I'm eating fajitas. I usually typically only eat half, and I'll use the leftovers to make breakfast chicken fajita quesadillas. I take again the carb balanced tortilla, fold it in half. I weigh out some shredded cheese, usually about an ounce. Sprinkle sprinkled cheese on the bottom. Put some of the fajita stuff on top. Sprinkle those with the cheese. Fold it over. Let it get good and crispy. It's a great breakfast. It's a great snack because who says breakfast has to be eggs, bacon, or cereal? I sure don't. Papa John's. Papa John's actually is one of my favorites simply because they have Papa John's chicken poppers. They are a super lightly breaded chicken bite, and I get on my plan 5 for 1 point. That's a lot of food. 5 chicken, and they're like this big around. So that makes me really excited. Plus their buffalo sauce is 0 points. On my plan, their garlic sauce is like 6, and that makes me really sad. So literally, I would be drinking points, and I've done it, but it's not something that I really like to do because that's almost 1/3 of my points. Moving right along, Chinese. And again, this one is kind of a generalized for Chinese restaurants. Kung Pao chicken is a great one at a local restaurant. I always ask for light sauce, and then I ask for extra veggies when they cook it, and never have I been turned down for that or been charged more. And I mean, granted, it can happen, especially right now where things are going up in price, but the local restaurant in town knows me, and they are 100% happy to do it. Continuing on with the Chinese aspect, there's Panda Express. I have gotten their bowl before with half rice with the beef and broccoli, and it is really good. I don't miss a whole bowl of rice, or I don't miss a whole bowl of noodles. It's a really great way to enjoy going out to eat. And sometimes Sam and I will get the three entree, and I will just have them put the other 2 entrees into the to-go containers, and I take them home, and they work great as a quick and easy lunch, especially when I'm at school. Applebee's. I have a couple different ones for Applebee's. The first one is their grilled chicken with garlic mashed potatoes and broccoli. On my Weight Watchers plan, that whole meal is only 8 points, and that is for a serving of mashed potatoes, and I consider the serving everything that goes on the plate. I also sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper, not a lot of salt, like a little bit of salt, and Tabasco sauce on my broccoli and chicken and mashed potatoes. It is a great meal, and it is super filling. Sometimes if I have extra points and I'm having that meal, or I make a choice, I will have a diet Pepsi and rum and have 2 sides of broccoli. 2 sides of broccoli and the chicken is a completely 0 point dinner. The other one for Applebee's is the 6-ounce steak, again with the garlic mashed potatoes and broccoli, and there's points with the steak, but if like I want to enjoy a drink like I would with the chicken, I will have them do 2 sides of the broccoli, and I have never had an issue with them doing that for me. McDonald's, especially right now where they're doing the 50th anniversary cars and the Happy Meals. We've had several Happy Meals lately. I get the hamburger or chicken nugget kids meals because they come with a smaller container of fries, and it gives me the fry, because McDonald's fries are like no other fries out there. Like there's nothing you can say that changed my mind. They have the small kids fry, plus you get some apple slices, and so that for me is a really great option for a meal, and I get the toy, and I'm all about a toy. So the last couple that I have for the time frame that I looked at is Who Hot. Who Hot is a build your own stir fry. It's a Mongolian grill. You go through this kind of open bar with meats and veggies and noodles and sauces, and then you give it to them and they cook it on this big hibachi style grill. It is wonderful. And I have a seafood allergy, and you guys know that I watch my gluten. And if you have some sort of allergy, all you have to do when they go to take your bowls is say, like, hold them to yourself, say, I'm sorry, I have XY allergy, or I have X allergy. They will stop. They will super clean the area they're going to use. They get extra of the cooking paddles and make a little V. They get out a separate plate and a separate set of cooking utensils, and everyone knows that you have to use those specific utensils to cook that specific meal. So it is, I feel, a really safe option if you have some sort of allergy. Plus, it's really good. The one thing that I do caution you on is the sauces. And that's something that I didn't really start thinking about until this cycle, and I call it a cycle. This cycle on Weight Watchers is a lot of these sauces have extra calories. And so I use maybe one of the ladles of a couple of sauces per bowl. And I know the sign says use one bowl, but this is how Sam and I do it. I have one bowl that has my meat and my noodles, because I get a little bit of noodles and a little bit of spicy sausage and a little bit of chicken. And then my other bowl is piled with veggies. I at least get 2 veggie points back, if not 3, depending on how much veggies I have crammed onto my bowls when we go to Who Hot. It's a great option. But like I said, make sure and watch those sauces. The last one that I have for today is the Chipotle Burrito Bowl. I actually came across this when I was on the Weight Watchers app looking for something at Chipotle because that's what Sam wanted. And they had a recipe for a Chipotle chicken burrito bowl. And I asked, the app told me to, for half of a serving of rice. And it was so good. It was so good and so filling, and the points were relatively good for that particular day. So that is the restaurants that we have eaten at in the last few months that I have tracked the points on. When we were on vacation, we ate at several restaurants that I didn't track, but I'll kind of talk about those next. One of the things that we did while we were in Branson is we went to the Grand Country Buffet and had dinner. I was really nervous because it was the first time since I'd been on Weight Watchers that I had navigated a buffet like that. I've done Who Hot several times, but again, veggies, lots of veggies. This is your meat, potatoes, pasta salad, cobbler type of buffet. And I'll be real honest with you guys, I was terrified to navigate that buffet. But I did it, and here's what I did. I started out with the salad bar portion. I made a big salad, and I put all the veggies on it. Peas and egg and carrots and onions and all that kind of stuff on there. And I drizzled a little bit of ranch dressing on it. And it took up a majority of the plate, because the plate's, dinner-sized plate. And then I had a little bit of pasta salad, a little bit of potato salad, and some cottage cheese with sliced pears. Love cottage cheese with fruit. If you're looking for a great snack, that's a great one. And then when I went up to get a second plate with my main dinner, I didn't feel so bad taking a little bit of macaroni and cheese and a little bit of mashed potatoes and gravy and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And instead of roast beef, I had ham because it's a little bit of a leaner option. So that's it for today's video. I hope it helps you if you are on a weight loss journey of some different ideas of things to eat. When you go out to eat, let me know in the comments below if you're going to try any of these. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.